All right guys, I got an exciting one for you today. We have the entire matte black lithium set with the single and double UV foil. Brand new from Babyliss, coming out soon. And we're gonna unbox it and check it out in this video. And I also have a little care package that they sent that we'll check out as well. So let's go ahead and flip to this camera, get all this stuff out of the way, and we're gonna check out the care package first. This looks like just a little accessory bundle. You guys can see a flat top comb, some hair clips, a clipper brush. I believe this is a cape. Let's see, yep, a cape. And some hair grippers. So this will go with my all black set. I'm gonna set up a bag, my travel bag, that's gonna have all the matte black stuff. And I also just got the matte black FXOne FX clipper and all of that. So gonna have a pretty sick matte black set. You see I'm wearing the black on black Klutch hoodie today, and it goes right with this. So I'm not gonna open this all the way up. You guys can see kind of just your standard flat top comb, brush, clips, hair grippers, but you'll definitely be seeing me using this forward with all the rest of this matte black stuff from Babyliss. All right, so we're gonna start off with the clipper and the trimmer. We will start with the clipper first, and this is gonna be a little bit quicker than normal because we got a bunch of stuff to go through, but you guys can see right here, Babyliss Pro Lithium FX Plus, so I think that's a little bit of a boost. We'll see here in a minute. Limited edition, it is all matte black cordless lithium ergonomic clipper. You can see kind of a real size picture on the side here with the same stuff at the bottom. We do have some points here on the side, but they're gonna all be on the back, so we'll go ahead and just switch to the back and check it out. New blue titanium wedge blade. So I thought it had the new MIM blade, but it has the blue wedge blade, which is different. I wasn't a fan of the wedge blade, but we're gonna test it out. I can always throw the MIM blue blade off of one of the other low pros onto here if I want to. 5 to 10 taper control arm extends up to 4.2 millimeters. So this was one of the first clippers that Babyliss did where they really extended the lever. And to be honest, I remember when I got the gold and black set, it was way different for me, and it had the wedge blade as well. So a couple different things, but we'll definitely check it out. Long life ball bearing DC motor, 6,800 RPMs, ergonomic grip housing, redesigned on-off switch. So the old switch was way at the bottom. It was super uncomfortable. You had to reach way down to turn it off or use your other hand. So they moved the switch up. So Babyliss listens to their barbers, their team members, and also other barbers, and they make changes like that. Lithium-ion battery with 2 hours of cordless runtime, LED low battery indicator, universal charging port. The old cord was similar to what the FX3s use, at least the trimmer, and the new cord is the standard Babyliss cord. So we have thousands of those laying around, so you guys can charge them with the same cord as your other tools. And it comes with 8 comb attachments, pretty standard on most of our Babyliss tools. Go ahead and open this up. All right, get the clipper out of the way. Go ahead and take this off. So you guys can see the charging cord, standard Babyliss cord. Ooh, blue premium guards. Oh my gosh, I am gonna open these. I normally would not open these, but we are gonna open these up. Blue metal premium guards. So you can see the 1 and the half, and we have all the way up, probably, I guess, to the 8. That'd be cool. Clipper brush, instruction manual, and we have the blade cover. Let's go ahead and put this stuff back in there. We're gonna leave those guards out because you know I'm using those. All right guys, so here is the clipper. Matte black, a little bit of gloss black for these honeycombs and the logo. Pretty much exactly the same as the last two that they did, the iridescent and the golden black, which is up here above me in the corners. You can see the power switch here. It used to be like way down here, so super uncomfortable for you to grab. Like I said, your thumb was way down here, so you had to like choke up on the clipper and hit it. I guess choke down, choke up would be up here, but you had to move down or you had to use your other hand, so not very nice. It does have the extended click lever. You can see a little bit tight. I'm probably gonna loosen that up, but it goes all the way to 4.2 millimeters, so it opens really wide. Here is our blue titanium wedge blade. That thing is looking pretty sweet, so I'm gonna give it a chance this time. I usually just swap it straight to a taper blade, or like I said, I would use the MIM blade that matches it. But we're gonna go ahead and try it out with the wedge blade, but you guys can see super sleek, matte black. This set is gonna be super dope. I'm gonna leave it on the station for a while. It's not gonna go on the wall. I don't have any room for it anyway, so I may have to upgrade this wall, guys. It's already full. But anyway, that is it for the clipper. Let's go ahead and open the trimmer up and check it out. All right, so here is the trimmer. Pretty much the same thing. Lithium FX, limited edition. Same stuff here, same stuff here. And on the back, probably pretty similar. So it does have the blue thin DLC titanium blade, so I'm imagining that's gonna be the same one that is on the Low Pro FX1, different to where this had the wedge blade and not the MIM blade, but this is probably the same DLC blue blade that's on the Low Pro FX1. Long life DC motor, 6,800 RPMs, ergonomic grip housing, lithium ion with 4 hours of runtime. So one of the better runtimes for a trimmer from Babyliss, LED low battery indicator, and it has that same universal cord. Let's go ahead and pop this thing out. So similar here, guys, we have the charging cord, we have the blade setter, the clipper brush, blade cover, extra cam follower for when they get loud, and the user manual and a sticker. and throw that back in, get this stuff out of the way. So here's the trimmer, very similar to the clipper, obviously, matte black with a little bit of gloss black on the front, power switch. Here's our LED light. I didn't show the cord, but a little bit different of a shape at the bottom. It kind of, you know, tapers off and then the cord goes in there. So unfortunately I can't stand it up and get some cool cinematic shots for you guys. And you can see here the Blue FX FX707 BL. That is the blue DLC titanium blade. And you can see it here, super sharp, just like the FXOne. So super dope matching set. I'm gonna go ahead and turn each of them on and let you guys hear them, and then we'll move on to the shavers. All right, so here are the shavers, guys. I'm only gonna unbox the double foil. It's gonna be pretty much the same as the single. I will get it out so you can see the difference, but everything else is pretty much the same. So same things here, guys. Babyliss Pro UV foil, double limited edition. That is the matte black with the blue that matches, and wait till you guys see the foils. Full-size picture here with the UV top, and we have some stuff here, same as the back. So we have the UV disinfecting lid. You guys will see that in a minute. Offset double foil system, 10,000 RPMs, which is super strong for a shaver. High capacity lithium ion battery with 5.5 hours of runtime. So I think that's the most I've ever seen on a shaver. I remember seeing 5 on something else, but 5.5 is a long time. And you guys know, using your shavers, I mean, that might last you 2-3 weeks. Sleek metal housing with ergonomic grips, standard and USB-C charging ports. So that's pretty dope. They are implementing the USB-C charging into a lot of the tools these days. And it comes with a storage pouch. But let's go ahead and pop this thing out. And on the foils these days, guys, it kind of comes with this sandwich together packaging. So we have the cord underneath, and here's our pouch in here to store it in, to travel in, and we have the sticker and the instruction manual. So same as usual. Go ahead and get this lid out. I don't even want to touch these things, man. I don't want to get any fingerprints on them. All right. So I set it down this way. You guys can already see the blue foils, super dope. I think pretty much everything traditionally has gold foils. So I don't know, I got a couple, I don't have any shavers over here. I think everything pretty much has gold foils or maybe silver, but these blue are super sick. Again, guys, this set is just crazy. You can see the matte black with the fingerprints on the front that I already did. We got the grip right here, which is kind of new for these UV shavers. Super dope with the grip. There's a little button here on the side we can press. That's how we take the head off. If you want to clean it, just snap it back on. Power switch over here on the side. I'll go ahead and turn it on. And I will go ahead and tell you guys the new skeleton FXOne, whatever you want to call it, shaver with the dual head on top of the skeleton grip is absolutely my favorite. But aside from that, the UV shavers, every single one of them are absolutely beast, one of the most powerful, just eats through the hair. Even the single foil can handle a full bald fade. So these are next up, really, really close. And of course the FXO2, the old standard FX Babyliss shaver, is solid as well. So you can't beat that when it comes to shavers. And there is a little grip on the back I forgot about here. So you can see the magnets here. I think that's what tells it. When we close the lid, you can see the UV light comes on and sanitizes the top. Let's go ahead and just get the single foil out, and we will lay them all out and check out the set all together. All right, so here is the single and the double side by side. You can see slightly bigger on the actual like overall size. Obviously it is a lot thicker. Go ahead and take the caps off. So you guys can see, obviously one is a single foil, one is a double. This one is tapered so that it can kind of fit against the head. So if it was flat, it would be a little more awkward to kind of maneuver around the head. But like I said, guys, the single is absolutely beast as well if you're doing a fade. This will handle it. I don't really know the price difference off the top of my head, but obviously the double foil is gonna work even better. And they both are UV. You can see them lighting up there. So super sick. Let's go ahead, lay everything out. You guys can see the set all together. So super dope. The blue blades, the blue shaver heads, matte black with a little bit of gloss black on each of them, and some extra fingerprints at no extra charge. And I forgot to check these out, but you guys can see with the blue metal premium guards, super sick. Obviously you cover up the blue blade when you put it on, but that is super dope. Definitely gonna be using those. Man, I got gold ones, I got gunmetal ones, now I got blue ones. I'm gonna have to be swapping guards depending on the clip. But anyway, guys, I'm gonna throw all this stuff on the charger and I'll do a little taper or something to test them out. I already know how they're gonna be, but we'll test them out. I'll let you guys know what I think at the end of the video. All right, guys, I got JT in the chair. We're gonna do kind of a mid taper. We're gonna go ahead and test out these Lithium FXs. I already know that they're gonna have no problem punching in a bald guideline or balding out. And I'll tell you guys, when I first got the black and gold, I did one video with them and put them away. And then when I got the iridescents, to be honest, I didn't do an unboxing, I just put them on the wall. So I kind of wrote these clippers off, and I used the iridescents yesterday on a haircut and was blown away. I kind of had to tell myself, man, you're kind of tripping not giving these a shot. So definitely a solid clipper, and they are super affordable. Now I'm gonna use the UV shaver. Same thing here, I've used a bunch of these. Definitely already know this is about to mow through this. And the trimmer got it so short that it doesn't have a lot of work to do anyway. And just look at that. I mean, that matte black is just, JT just said, I might have to pick these up. That's one of the better looking sets that we've seen. All right, now we're gonna come in and lever all the way open. And man, these things are sounding good, super quiet. You get a little bit of that crunch sound. Cut a nice clean open section. And guys, these do open to 4.2 millimeters, so that is very open. With my standard taper blade and a half guard, I get like 4.5 millimeters. So this just about opens it. A lot of people ask, does it open to a 1? I would say 4.2 is actually beyond a 1. And I don't do this. I still use all my same steps, but essentially, you know, this opens so much you possibly could not use the half guard, you know. So again, I keep my same steps regardless of the clipper. And you may see that it doesn't, you know, work exactly the same because the clipper's different or the blade's different, but I still use the same steps every time. But if you guys are people that want to use that clipper that opens to a 1, or you want to not use the half guards, then this is potentially the clipper for you because it opens super wide. I think they say the other new stuff opens up that wide, but this still feels like it opens wider than really anything else. Now we're gonna use the open one. You guys can see the blue premium guards on there. They look super sick. And I'm just gonna barely go up here. He kind of likes a heavier taper. We don't wanna get the taper way up here and get into all this dark hair. So we're just gonna keep this pretty tight. And again, with the stretch lever, you know, we can just about finesse into what we got above it. We don't have to do such a harsh guideline. This lever opens so much that you can see where, I did put a line in, but it is still a lot closer than it would have been with the standard lever. Now close it up, work on that a little bit. We will still need the half guard more or less. Just barely, like I said, the 4.2 millimeters, almost this is tied together. But again, I like to use my system. I like to know I've done everything the way that I do it. So we'll go to the half guard, half open. Just make sure that this looks good, and we'll move on. Now I'm gonna go ahead and jump all the way up to the 4 and start to blend into this long hair. So I don't wanna leave a line here. I'm trying to just blend in, and we'll fade our way back down to that last line until it goes away. Now it's too close, and we're gonna start to really just work on this last line. So again, I know I'm gonna need the 1.5 right here. You can see, man, this taper came together super easy. First time using these clippers with this specific setup on it. Like I said, I did use the iridescents the other day, but they have a different blade on them. You can see, I mean, these things open up huge, they're quiet, they sound good. We'll do the line down the back of the neck in a second and make sure, you know, we get a nice sharp line with these. But all of this is out of the box. Obviously, a lot of these things can be adjusted. You can tweak the blades, zero gap the blades, change the blades, whatever you want to do. And I probably will do some of that, but I wanted to use them as is. I've been getting cussed out lately for changing blades and doing stuff like that. So you guys can see this taper is looking pretty solid. Last guard we'll use is a 1.5 all the way closed, and we'll be done with this taper. I'm just gonna slightly line up the vertical bar. We're not gonna get him too crispy. Just wanna give him a sharp vertical bar. And we'll line up down the back of the neck and check that out. I'll tell you guys what I think about the matte black, lithium, and the UV shaver. All right guys, that is it for the high taper with the Lithium FX. Definitely some nice improvements to those clippers. I'll tell you guys the rest of my thoughts here in a second. All right guys, so that is it for my review on the Lithiums, the matte black edition. You guys heard me say in the video, definitely impressed with these clippers and definitely the most dope colorway so far, the matte black with the blue blade. I think I mentioned it, but when I got the first one, the black and gold, I literally did one haircut with it for the video and put it up. You know, it's kind of the beginner clipper. I had a lot of better clippers, or so I thought. And I just literally, I think I gave it to one of my guys as soon as I got done with the video. And then I got the iridescents and I just opened them for the clipper wall video and put them up on the wall, and I never even used them until the other day. The matte blacks came in. Obviously we had to use them for the video, but I will tell you guys I'm super impressed. Super quiet for the clipper, gets that crunch sound. I don't really love the wedge blade. I'm probably gonna swap it to the MIM blade that I have from my second Low Pro. Still gonna be that blue blade, so that would be dope. And then the trimmer, no issues here. Only thing, maybe need to adjust it a little bit. It didn't hit super hard. It definitely cuts no problem. I think any of the FX, this blade, basically the skeleton blade, anything with that on it always is gonna cut pretty decent. But I'm gonna go ahead and zero gap this and get it set nice and sharp. Go ahead and swap this blade and you'll be seeing me using these moving forward. So I believe the matte lithiums come out February 1st. If you guys wanna pick them up, head to babylesspro.com and you guys can grab the iridescence there or the gold and black set as well. But I'm gonna tell you, these are definitely my top recommendation as far as the lithiums go. And I used to say these were the bottom dog from Babyliss, but I'm gonna say they're actually pretty decent. I always saw Sophie using them and talking about how good they were, and I just didn't really think so off of the first set that I used. But these are definitely gonna stay in the rotation. I just got the matte black FX1s as well. I think this is gonna be my setup moving forward, the full matte black. You guys know I rock with the black on black. Now make sure you guys click right here and check out my other new unboxing from Babyliss.